Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. So we got Gunner. Okay, Gunner was the name of his bud, and Gunner was killed. Punisher almost died in this one. This was a pretty bad one. So what do you call it? His buddy Gunner decides to shoot him in the arm with a bow and arrow. He's practically got the full Gila suit. Oh yeah, I'm watching, and all of a sudden my kids wake up just during that big firefight with that squad of soldiers in there. Freaking hey man, everybody's finding out that Punisher's still alive. What's up with that? So yeah, Agent Orange now knows what's up. And what happens? So Gunner and Frank wind up killing all these guys. Uh, it is what it is. Again, like in the comics, it would have been a situation where it's like, the Punisher would have somehow found a way to avoid even fighting soldiers or cops. You know what I'm saying? But in this, it's got to be a little bit more gritty. We're not going to have that same suspension of disbelief, like, oh, it's a soldier, okay, I'll automatically give up. They were going to kill him. That's what they were under orders to do. So obviously they got to fight back, and yeah, it is what it is. That one guy, the last guy who was killed, he looked a little too old to be out there, especially like to just lose his cool like that. I'm gonna kill you. You hear me? Nobody's intimidated by that. It's just doesn't happen. Medora. Medora was she got some with Billy. That was unexpected. That's when I decided to come into here, my private office, and I'm watching the rest of it on my computer. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't want my kids to be out there, looking at all the blood and the guts and the knife killing and the booby traps and whatnot. So I come in here to watch it. And what you know, when all of a sudden the Medora and Billy Russo sex scene happens, that's when my wife happens to come in. It's like, yo, I can't win for losing with this show. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty tame up until now. So I guess that we could consider this the hallway scene. There's always that hallway scene in every Marvel TV series where you got the Punisher's going in or whatever, the good guy going and just taking everybody out. We could also consider when the Punisher, like his last active moment in the military before he left. What was that, Cerberus? That could be considered the hallway scene when he took out that base solo. Yeah. It wasn't as good as a lot of the other like fight scenes and whatnot, but it was still great. You know what I'm saying? Just not as great. Anyway, lot of combat, a lot of fighting, a lot of everything in here, and Medora with Karen Page, I think was this is going to sound weird, but I think that was the best part of this episode for me. Yeah, the fighting, all this stuff. The dude taking on soldiers with a bow and arrow, sweet. Got freaking Hawkeye over here, right? But having Karen Page hold her own intellectually. You know what I'm saying? Wittily. That's like the worst adjective ever, right? Excuse me, adverb. Worst adverb ever. She's being witty with Officer Medora. I think that was actually really cool because obviously she's going to be intimidated. She doesn't have the interrogation training that Medora would have, but she does have the journalistic skills. So she does what she can, and she's like, "Yeah, freedom of speech," and takes out the pen and paper and all that stuff, and shows. You got me in your office, but I'm going to be doing this also. It's expected. Unfortunately, cops only have but so much, and yeah, I know she's Homeland Security. Cops only have but so many resources at their disposal in the legal. So I'm expecting like at any moment she's going to walk across to the room and get up in her personal space and sit down right next to her. She wound up sitting on the table too, which I thought was kind of juvenile, but whatever. She said, I don't put it beyond cops to do that, and then sits down right next to Karen Page, and she's all like, but she's keeping her voice calm. She's keeping her shoulders steady and all that stuff. All that body language, it shows I'm in control here. And Karen Page isn't in control. She does act by emotion. She shot Wesley, way back in that first season of Daredevil, and it was like, you are badass. You are absolutely badass, all sorts of crazy. But at the same time, you're not trained. Badass and trained are two different things. A warrior and a soldier, what's the difference? A warrior is good at fighting. A soldier, maybe he's not even as good as this warrior, but he's trained. He or she knows how to keep his or her their cool. English sucks for that. English sucks for that. Anyway, knows how to keep their cool in a hairy situation, and also knows how to work in a team. That's actually something I meant to say in the previous episode when Castle and Medora were going head to head about to play chicken. They were playing chicken, and Micro came in out of nowhere. Micro was actually the best soldier in that particular incident of those three people who were there, because Punisher wasn't acting like much of a soldier. You go ahead and I'll take care of this. It's like, you're gonna have a freaking hot rodding scene. Try and get away. What are you doing? Honestly, like, what are you doing? Make a shortcut down a side street or something. Like, don't be stupid. What are you thinking about? So yeah, the hot rodding car chase scene was still great. It was still cool. It's just not brilliant. And this was good. I like the idea that he said at one point, you're doing a good job. I like that he keeps on calling him Spook also, because like he's supposed to be dead. He's supposed to be, a ghost, so to speak. They're both technically spooks in that regard, But yeah, for somebody who's supposed to be dead, you did a good job, pulling him. Think about how far he had to drag that dude, and Micro's not the type to get his hands dirty, as we've already established, but here he does. He absolutely does. He drags him all the way back. Now, what happens to Gunner? I guess we just presume he's dead. I think both Punisher and Gunner absolutely knew he was dead. I think Punisher wasn't, fooling himself. I'm gonna come back. He ain't coming back. How's he gonna come back now? You know, that was kind of like a loose end left to be, but I guess they both just kind of resolved, like, I can't stay here and die with you, man. So, which that kind of sucks, but at the same time, you shot him in the arm with an arrow. Damn it. So there's only but so much leeway you get, son. Anyway, this was a really good episode. Gotta watch some more, and I gotta watch it in here. Oh well. Anyway, you know what? And it's actually gonna be a while till I get there, because in 45 minutes I gotta go do my meeting at my kid's school. Anyway, then I'm coming right back and watch some Punisher, but I'm gonna get a jump start on it now. All right, guys. Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.